What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Hunter Comics, and I got a pretty awesome CBCS unboxing, and I did a couple CGC signature programs, and everything decided to show up at the same time, so I thought we'd do one video. Today's sponsor is from Dynamite Comics, reprinting The Boys. Yes, the best show on television right now. So firstly, there's the massive deal of a lifetime right now going on the digital versions. I'll include a link right here. And a portion of the proceeds go to the World Central Kitchen, which is a non-profit devoted to providing meals in the wake of natural disasters. And that's just the digitals. Check out this pop-up shop on Kickstarter offering tons of options to match everyone's interests, including the deluxe way to read the series and rare comics. We're talking newly printed omnis, signed graphic novels, virgin variants, basically everything reprinted, but also including tons of new cool stuff with larger pages, larger dust jacket. It's definitely the definitive way to have this collection if you're in your personal collection, if you collect the physical books, I would say. And if you don't have The Boys in your collection already, this is the one you're going to want to grab. If you like the show, the comics is at times even more ridiculous. Alright, so I think what we're going to do, I got 3 separate orders that came in. One's a Silver Age CGC signature. One, I had James Tynion do 6 Batman Modern books, and then we got our big CBCS 2 books in this one. So I'll start you off with the ones that came in a little earlier this week, and that's the James Tynion signatures. So we got, and I actually have 3 copies of these. One's for sale, one's for my buddy, one's for the PC. This one I'm going to keep for the PC, although they look identical each one. Message me on Instagram if you're interested in one of them. Batman 106, one of my favorite regular main covers in the last 5, maybe 10 years. And I love that it's just the main cover, right? Cover A, signed by James Tynion IV. And that's freaking awesome. And it was worth getting 3 of them done. First appearance of Miracle Molly. Not bad. Next one is a Jimenez 1 in 25 variant. It is the first appearance of the Clown Hunter. Signed by James Tynion. Very nice. And both this and the Batman 106, they just look great because it's that awesome yellow label. It complements the book really well because of the color scheme. Next up, speaking of great modern Batman characters, we got the first appearance of Punchline, and this is one that I sent my own. Actually, all of these were already slabbed 9.8s that I had re-sent in to get re-signed, and everything kept the grade at 9.8. That's the first cameo, face not revealed appearance of Punchline right there. First printing, obviously. I loved the run. I don't think I loved how it ended, but I liked Fear State and all that. I'm definitely curious to see where the Zdarsky run is going to go with it. In the meantime, for the personal collection, pretty happy about these. First full appearance of Punchline, Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, number 3, signed by the man himself. Right there. That's still a really good book. Now, this is a book that's dropped significantly. I remember if a signed copy for a bit was like over 400. I think signed copies are like 300 or less now. This is a very, very affordable key. I think a 9.8 is about 200 if it's just a regular blue label, non-signed. That's a great deal on a nice modern book there. Great one. Really happy about that. I know a lot of people did not pick up Hell Arisen. Initially, a big win for me for my personal collection, but now that it's got the signature, it's even better. All right, so next up, we're going to show you my copy of the first appearance of Hawkeye. Now, I did a poll on my channel. I asked you guys if I should go ahead and get it resubmitted. It was a 4.5, but I thought that it looked a little higher. I thought that it looked a little bit better, and I thought maybe it deserved a 5, maybe a 5.5. So I did get it repressed, and I sent it off for the Jeremy Renner signing. So Hawkeye himself signed this book. So let's see if I got a grade dip, stayed the same, or a grade drop. Hopefully I didn't spoil it for you. Tales of Suspense 57. It came out in 1964. And it looks fantastic from the back. I'm very happy with the pressing and cleaning there. All in all, I'm really happy with the press and clean. Unfortunately, one of the things I think that was hurting this is some situations surrounding the staples, and I see that they're still there. They look ever so slightly popped. Well, not popped, but definitely kind of hanging on there. So let's see if it got a grade bump, dip, or stayed the same. And it looks like it stayed exactly the same. 4.5 off-white to white pages. First appearance of Hawkeye, Clint Barton, signed by the man, Jeremy Renner himself. Hawkeye himself. That's a really nice PC book. I do not see myself selling that at any time soon. I've been wrong about that, though, before. I have. All right, next up, and I would say most importantly, we got this CBCS unboxing. Now, one of these is amazing, and the other one, I made a massive mistake. I'll tell you all about it. All right. So, I'm used to CGC's website, and I'm still kind of new to CBCS, and I've made the switch over, but I'm still confused about a couple things. So, what I did is, for the first book, which was a Spider-Man book, I clicked on press, and I assumed that the next book I put in would keep the press, right? That's how it works with CGC. It knows if you start pressing it, it puts them all under a press. Well, apparently you have to click the press box twice. It's just a massive oversight on my part. I did pay to get these 2 books expedited, so they were pressed. One of the books was pressed quicker, and they were graded quicker. So unfortunately, the other book, which is the first appearance of MODOK, it went completely unpressed, and the grader's notes even look like there should be some things. It needed a press, let's put it this way, and it needed a press, and unfortunately I paid to get it expedited, and I did not click the press button. That's completely my fault. Completely my fault. Now, I will say, I'm still pretty impressed with the grade, but I know it can be higher. It can be. With a good press, it can be higher, maybe even kind of significantly higher. A lot of the issues with the book are pressable. First up here, we got the first appearance of MODOK. First appearance of MODOK. Ames, Sharon Carter, and Titanium Man appearance. This is Tales of Suspense, issue 94. And unfortunately, this went completely unpressed, despite the fact that this really needed a clean and a press, which is very disappointing. I wish I caught that. That's just me being stupid. But look, I'm new to it, so rookie move, right? Got a 7.0. Not bad, right? 7.0 off-white to white pages. Tales of Suspense 94, the first appearance of MODOK. And now this next book is Amazing Spider-Man, a really early one, issue number 9. It's the first appearance of Electro. And I'm looking at it right now. I'm really impressed with the clean and pressing done on this one. So if you want to know if I recommend the cleaning and presser over at CBCS, I definitely do. Holy smokes, yeah, definitely. All around very pleased with that. So let's go ahead and put Hawkeye down here. We'll move MODOK over here. Now keep in mind, usually when I find this book, it's in like the 2, maybe the 3 range. So first appearance of Electro. And it got the 7.5 after a clean and press. Now the funny thing is, if you look at the CGC data, now granted this is CBCS, so it probably isn't going to be as high because some people think that this is not as popular as a CGC slab. The CGC data on GoCollect suggests that the fair market value of this book is sitting around $5,750. Which, if that's true, that makes that easily one of the most expensive books in my collection. Now, I'm sure it takes a dive since pretty much all books are getting a little lower right now, and the fact that it's CBCS and not CGC. But I like CBCS better. I like the feel of the slab. I like the tightness that holds it in. And it's just the way I'm going moving forward. So I'm really happy with this. Overall, another great experience. I just wish I had caught that I have to click press for each individual book on their website. Let that be a lesson to you, anyone thinking about doing CBCS pressing. Really happy about this. Couldn't be happier. And quite honestly, I'm still pretty happy with that MODOK grade, even though with a press, it might be able to hit an 8. So Unfortunately, I have to spend the money to get that one resent again, but this is awesome. That is going in the personal collection. I might put that in a safe. I don't like keeping really big books in my house. I keep those off-site. So anyway, I'm just going to keep the CBCS train rolling. I'm not submitting too much at the moment right now. I'm just getting my toes a little wet here and there, but I'm really happy with that, and I will be doing a lot more on this channel. As always, guys, keep on hunting.